Good morning, everybody. This is Monday. Mama Shark's going to work. But look, it's frozen. Our new car is better at this one. I think this is what they're good for when it's snowy and stormy. Stormy, I should say. Anyway, I'll see you in the other side. And look at how. This is my first time to see.
First time for me as well. I've never
these
had
things in the car.
before.
Look at that. That's the camera behind it. So, you know, please excuse our being so kind of, because it's our first time really. But for those who have this a long time ago, then, you know, please excuse us. You know, pardon our ignoramusity. Okay, so we're going to St. Ives today for shopping. To Aldi's. We love Aldi's. Good quality of food, of stuff. It's all German made, and but the thing is, the food has to be from this country, the fresh ones. Anyway, okay. So after this, how long have we had the car now, darling?
A week today. It's a week today.
Oh yeah. We went to pick it up on Saturday, right?
I'm now used to driving it. Some bits I really like, some bits I don't. But overall, no, I really do like it. I'm glad I chose it because it was the right decision. I like the height of it, driving along like this. It's completely and utterly different to the Leon, because obviously the Leon was a sports car, so you're close to the ground. This is 1000% different to that. So I like the ride, the suspension. Obviously you're used to sports suspension, so it's always a little bit hard and a bit choppy, whereas this is very soft and compliant, but in a good way. It's in a good way. That's not in a bad way. It's really nice in a good way. So and it's quite relaxing. I'm gonna have to put that off a minute just to clear this. It's very relaxing to drive, and it's quite easy to drive once you got used to it. Because obviously, like I said, the worst thing for me is the fact that I have to use the hand control. This hand control is completely different to the other one. It's a different place. It's closer to my knees. It keeps hitting my knee, whereas the other one was further in, so it didn't touch my knee here. It's very close. But again, just get used to that. So I'm used to it now. It still feels. It takes me ages to get get the seat exactly where I want it. Just to kind of get comfortable again, because of the. If I didn't have the hand control, it really wouldn't matter. But because I've got the hand control, it dictates where you're going to put my legs. Because obviously I can't use my legs because they're not doing anything. So it dictates where I put my right leg. So I always have it more or less where it is. But in this car, if I have it in the same place as the Leon, because of this hand control, I can't, because it'll be hitting the hand control. So there's that bit of it, which is kind of I don't quite like so much. But things I like about the car: adaptive cruise control system. Now I'm working it out because it's completely again different to the Leon. It's not as simple as the Leon, but it does have more features. So, but I know it now, so it's fine. Buttons on the steering wheel. No, I'm not happy with that. They've made them stick out too much. My hand here is always catching on that. I've got to do that again. It's always catching on these buttons, and it does that. It keeps changing that like that, and it's very annoying. Don't like that. They should have, like on the Leon, that's recessed in, so no matter what you do with your hand, you can't make that change that. It doesn't do it. So you can see where my hands go. I like my hand to be here. I don't want it like that. I can't, because I'm doing this. But when the adaptive system, like it is now, I like my hand to be there. So again, I'm used to that now. I'm used to it. I know it's going to do what it's going to do. So there's that aspect of it. The headlights are really good, even though they're not LEDs, but I can't complain. The headlights are bloody great. The auto headlights, it's kind of rubbish. It kind of decides it doesn't want to do what it should be doing. So it keeps putting them on and then turning the high beam on and turning the high beam off, like it's really confused. But again, now I know that it's okay. Miles to the gallon, nowhere near as good as the Leon, but I didn't expect it. It's more or less the same brake horsepower as the Leon did, but this is twice the weight as the Leon. This is like 2 tons this thing weighs. The Leon only weighed just over a ton, so it's a lot lighter than this. So of course this is going to use more fuel. Gearbox wise, just shut that up, otherwise we just won't be able to hear me. Gearbox wise, yeah, it's okay. Not is it as good as the Leon's? I know it's the same sort of thing, dual clutch gearbox, but it is slightly different in that way. The other thing that's annoying that you have to watch, because obviously I can't see this stuff here, which tells me the drive and everything what it's in. When you put it into drive and to pull up to when you first start off, you've got to be careful because it has a tendency, because it's on the same thing. If you flick it back, because it's an E-shift, if you flick it back like that, that's in sport, and you can see the S is on there. That's in sport. Well, if you're not careful, it will just do that when you go to pull away. It won't just put it into drive. You couldn't do that with the Leon. You couldn't put it into sport when you first start off. It would only into drive. As soon as it was in drive, then you can click it again and put it into sport. So that's annoying because it keeps doing that. You have to, as soon as you start pulling away, you can feel it really revving. So you have to just flick it again to put it into drive. That's annoying. But again, I know that now, so I've adapted to that. So many things it's just completely different. But I mean, look at the way it bounces over all the bumps and everything. That is cool.
Yeah, I like that.
We like that. We like the softer suspension. We like that.
Yeah.
That is quite good. That is. I mean, look at it. If the Leon coming over here, it's like bang, bang, bang. It's really hard. This is it's just more relaxing.
True. I agree with that.
The best feature in though, I have to admit, the best thing about the car is you're so high up. I was driving last night, normally in the Leon, because you're so low down, you get dazzled so much by other people's headlights. This, not once, because you're up here.
Yeah.
You're looking down. So I love that aspect. It's really cool. I really do like that. So, am I glad I got it? Yeah. Oh, and I've actually called it something as now, because if you look at the front of the car, it does look like it looks like a bulldog. It's kind of got a solemn sort of face. So I've called it Winnie.
Winnie.
As in Winston Churchill. So yeah, so I called the car. This is Winnie now. Obviously we had blue before, and this is Winnie.
Yeah. We have red, we have blue.
Yeah, and this is Winnie. So.
And this is Winnie.
I've got to do that again now. Right, now you just stop that now.
Okay. So that's Papa reviewing the car.
You won't get here much time because that.
Anyway, we see you next vlog.
I'm gonna. Well, no, because we're gonna carry on with this one. Tomorrow I'm gonna fit the dash cam to it, and then I'll go through a few bits and pieces on the infotainment system, the various bits and pieces. I'm going to go through a few bits of that, so you'll see how various stuff works.